nothing is real anymore. Nothing I say or do means anything because it is built on a framework of lies and deceit. My life, my whole life, empty. There is so much turmoil in the world and nothing I do will calm it. But you manage to do what I cannot. You have order without rules, peace without war, perfection, yes. You are perfect. I would give anything to be a part of you, anything to be a wave, yes. A wave like you floating through the abyss of freedom and carelessness. A wave just is simple, a beautiful, perfect. If I could just capture the innocence that is in you, there was just something, part of me that could change. But I can't. Because you're impossible. You're a liar like all the others. You appear and then disappear. You come and you go. But you are no better than me. I can't. I'm sorry, ocean. I'm sorry, world. I just want... I don't know what I want. I don't know what is worth wanting. I'm not ready to be sure yet. We must turn around. I'm not ready to go back yet. I do not belong in this God-forsaken world. I'm a pessimist by nature. And that pessimism does not belong here in this world. I need to escape the world. I need to escape the lies. I need to escape me. But you, there's something about you, something calm, something perfect. You just make me feel safe. And oh, what I'd do to open that bottle with you right now. I just want to be with you. Not Nassim. Not again. How can I describe Nassim? She's not you, that's for sure. I just want to be with you, and only you. I sound ridiculous. As real as you may be to me, you aren't real. One cannot love inanimate objects, and that is exactly what you are. You do not belong here with the imperfections of my world. The scene, she'll be here any minute. I can't let her see me like this. I'm a madman for how I feel about you. And I don't care. Forget this life. Forget Nassim. Forget everything. We're going back. Back to... What was that? Did you hear that? No. Oh, that was a car. Nassim, she's here. Oh God, you need to hide. Oh, okay. Hide in this box. Yes. I know. We can't be keeping our love a secret. But it's the only thing I know to do right now. Oh, things are gonna get bad. Real bad. Oh, I'll tell her about you, I promise. Please, I'll get you out of here as soon as possible. Trust me. I love you. Shh.
I saw him for the first time today. He was floating off a little ways away. His face was blank, a mask, but still, he watched me. I wonder if he noticed me watching him. Was I watching him that much? It seems hard to say, even for me. Surely I did watch him, but I was also wrapped in the excitement of the ride in Mother Ocean. Maybe he didn't know I was watching him, since I don't have eyes like he does. Do you drink tea? Such an odd question for a wave. Such an odd question to start a conversation. He continued to follow me, talking casually as we went. He stopped abruptly once we reached the shore. Are you becoming somber? I asked. Then I tried, not as water any longer, but as a pure energy of momentum to carry on. but I couldn't. He knew that. I was heartbroken at the idea of returning to the sea too. He pleaded with me to go back. I asked him to take me with him. I could see him struggle with himself over this. Finally, he gave me a sad look. I could hear the sound of no in his throat already. After a moment that seemed eternal, finally he said, "My mother will go crazy when she sees you." I began to go. She tried to hold me back. How can I describe the scene? She's so different from me in so many ways, even though we're related. More cautious, more likely to hold back. If I knew how, I would, probably, anyways. You can only ride the highest if you're willing to go the fastest. What's the worst that can happen? I say to her. You know, I'm a pessimist by nature, she said, unamused. But I took no heed of her and continued to flow out. The door opens suddenly. It's his mother. She stares at me and then at him. After a moment, she asks, "What is the meaning of this? Are you becoming somber?" "I don't think you've used that word correctly, Mother," he chuckles. She gives him a dirty look. Silence. And not the pleasant kind he and I were having before she came in. "Do you drink tea?" she asked to make a little noise. "Yes," I gurgle. "I would like that very much." She sets my cup on the counter next to my sink. She sips her tea meekly and then stares with blank eyes into her cup. I absorb the tea into me, letting it dilute itself through and through. Part of my body is made of tea now. There is a new silence, one in which the son is telling his mother that he is going to leave here. "Where will you go from here?" she asks, still looking at her cup. "Wherever the wind and the momentum and the water and the energy takes us," thinks I.
Un uomo estava a ponto de casar. Ele estava un poco nervosa para la noche de núpcias porque él nunca tuvo sexo en la vida de él. Entonces, él va para el médico y pregunta, ¿qué debe hacer? El médico le responde, "Ay, no se preocupa, solamente agarra una nota de $10 en la bolsa directa y practica 10. Entonces, el hombre va para casa y practica toda la semana 10. Él va para el médico una otra fue, el médico le dice, eso es muy bien. Ahora, una nota de $10 en la bolsa directa y una nota de $20 en la bolsa izquierda y practica 10. Entonces, el hombre va para casa una otra fue y él practica 10. Él vuelta para el médico falou, eso es muy bien, ahora 10 y enfrente una nota de $100 y practica 10. El hombre y la casó. La noche de núpcias llegó y él con su mujer, que es muy bonita y muy gustosa, y la comenzó a hacer amor. 10. ¡Ay! ¡Oh, de tocadores! ¡Sam! ¿Esto es bueno?
It's been such a hard month. My cleaning lady from Brazil decided that she was depressed one day and stopped cleaning. I was like, clean my house! And she wouldn't. So we had her medicated and I took her to the hospital, and still she wouldn't clean. And in the meantime, I've been cleaning my house. I did not go to medical school to clean my own house.
People who give up the privilege of cleaning their own house, they're crazy people. If you do not clean, how do you know if you've made any progress? I love dust. The dust always makes progress. Then I remove the dust. That is progress. If it were not for dust, I think I would die. If there were no dust to clean, then there would be so much leisure time and so much thinking time, and I would have to do something besides thinking, and that thing might be to slit my wrists. I'm sorry, I'm not a morbid person, that just popped out. My sister is a wonderful person. She's a doctor. at an important hospital. I've always wondered what makes one hospital more important than the other. They're places for human waste, places to put dead bodies. I'm sorry, I'm being morbid again. My sister has given up the privilege of cleaning her own house. Something deeply personal she has given up. She does not know how long it takes the dust to accumulate under the bed. She does not know if her husband is sleeping with a prostitute because she does not smell his dirty underwear. All of these things she fails to know. I know when there's dust on the mirror. Don't misunderstand me, I'm an educated woman. But if I were to die at any moment during the day, no one would have to clean my kitchen.
The story of my parents is this. My father was the funniest man in his village. He did not marry until he was 63 because he said he did not want to marry a woman who was not funny. He said he would wait until he found his match in wit. And then, one day, he met my mother. He used to talk to me and say, "Your mother," and he would take a very long pause. He's funnier than I am. We have never been apart because I always wanted to hear the next joke. My mother and father never looked into each other's eyes. They laughed like hyenas. Even when they made love, they laughed like hyenas. No. My mother was old for a mother. She refused many proposals. She said it would kill her if she had to spend the rest of her life laughing at jokes that were not funny. I wear black because I am in mourning. My mother died last year. Have you ever heard the phrase, "I almost died laughing"? That's what she did. The doctors said that they couldn't explain it. They said that they thought that she might have choked on her own spit, but they didn't know. They argued and they didn't know anything. My mother was laughing at one of my father's jokes. It took him 1 year to make up, for the anniversary of their marriage. When my mother died laughing, my father shot himself. So I came here to clean this house.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Would you clean the bathroom soon?
Yes.
Soon?
Yes.
The house is very dirty. This is difficult for me. I don't like to order people around. I never had a live-in maid. But, what did you do in your country before you came to the United States?
I went to school. I was a student of humor. You know, jokes.
I'm being serious.
So am I. I was the third funniest person in my family. My parents were the first funniest, but then they died.
I'm sorry. That must be difficult.
It's okay. Now I'm the first funniest person in my family, except I have no one to listen to my jokes.
That's very interesting. I don't always understand the arts. Listen, Matilda, I understand that you have a life, an emotional life, and that you are also my cleaning lady. If I met you at, say, a party, and you said, "I am from a small village in Brazil, and my parents were comedians," I would say, "That's very interesting. You sound like a very interesting woman." But life is about context. And I have met you in the context of my house, where I hired you to clean. And I don't want an interesting person to clean up my house. I just want my house cleaned.
Are you okay?
No, it's just that I don't like giving orders to people in my own home. It makes me uncomfortable. I want you to do all the things I want you to do without me having to tell you.
At the hospital, you tell the nurses what to do, yes?
Yes.
So pretend I'm your nurse.
Okay. Nurse, would you polish the silver, please?
A doctor does not say, "Nurse, would you polish the silver, please?" A doctor says, "Nurse, polish